Good morning and welcome to another edition of our Community Affairs show here at Radio 1 DC Stations. I'm your host this morning, Ebony McMorris. Good morning, Asma. How are you?
Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Let's hop right in. What happens to collagen and HA in our skin as we age? First, what is HA?
Okay, great. That's a great question. HA stands for hyaluronic acid. So think about collagen and HA as sort of, partners in your skin dermis or in your cartilage. One doesn't really exist without the other. So if you look at cartilage in your joints or if you look at your dermis underneath a microscope, you're going to see three main components, and it's going to be collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate. And all of these are really important for the integrity of your skin. HA specifically is the moisture binding molecule in your skin and in your joints. So it's actually really responsible for keeping that moisture, hydration in your skin. Believe it or not, even your eyes, your gums, your nails, anywhere in your body that you have any moisture at all, it's because of this super molecule called HA. And then, of course, collagen is the peptide that exists next to it. So it's kind of like a brick and mortar partnership between collagen and HA. And the two together help with lubrication, with the plumpness of your skin, even the ability to, the fact that you can have flexible, active, mobile joints is because collagen, HA, and chondroitin sulfate are at healthy levels.
Now, do we lose a lot of this over the period of time, and do women usually lose it faster than men?
Absolutely. It's interesting. We actually start to lose hyaluronic acid from our early stages of life. You probably notice toddlers, for example, or babies, they have really supple, bouncy skin, and that's because they have an abundance of HA. And then as you're growing or you're aging, and aging starts really the moment that you're born. And so HA declines at a really rapid rate, especially as you're aging. Collagen, on the other hand, you're actually producing more collagen. You kind of have to. So collagen is every aspect of your connective tissue. So you have to grow collagen in order for your body to grow, your bones to grow, all of those aspects. But at a certain point in our lives, we start to lose collagen too. We don't produce collagen at the same rate that we did when we were younger. And so around your mid-30s is when you really we start to really see the effects of aging, because we're losing not just HA, which is responsible for all the suppleness in your skin or even your joints, but also now we're not able to synthesize collagen at the rate that we did when we were younger. So you're going to see those effects happening pretty rapidly because both of those components are being lost over time.
You're not making me happy because I am beyond that point. So I want to talk about this product, life, sport, and skin. Now, there's breaking technology with this, that this is the first liquid form of collagen.
This is actually, so we were actually responsible or really pioneered the oral version of collagen and HA, which used to only be available as injections for a very long time. Medical science and research have actually studied and used collagen and HA, and what we've done is we are able to take these molecules and macromolecules, which are normally not, if you were to ingest them, bioavailable, meaning that they wouldn't be absorbed into your bloodstream and reach the tissues. We were able to have a breakthrough technology many years ago, about 15 years ago, that allowed us to discover a single source in nature which actually had all of these three components that were coexisting: collagen, HA, chondroitin sulfate. And we broke it down so that the molecule size was the perfect molecular weight for our bodies to be able to absorb and utilize to be able to synthesize its own collagen and HA and chondroitin sulfate. And that's why it was so effective. And this is what led to, at this point, 7 U.S. and international patents on our product, as well as about half a dozen human clinical trials that were placebo-controlled and demonstrated the efficacy of our active ingredients and our finished product on both joint health and skin health. So it's really remarkable that it's reaching all of the different connective tissues. So the connective tissue includes cartilage, of course, tendons, ligaments, as well as our skin dermis, hair, nails. All of those are important sort of effective endpoints of where the collagen, HA, and chondroitin sulfate need to reach.
When I see a product, I get excited because I can start now improving, especially the buoyancy of my skin.
And what's nice is that you're taking a proactive approach by really looking into this. See, our product has been proven to do a few different things. One is not only replenish the collagen and HA or synthesize more collagen, more HA. Remember, if you have more collagen and HA in your body, then the stronger your cartilage will be, the more active and mobile your joints will be, the more supple and younger looking your skin will be. But also what's interesting is that our product has been proven to, and by the way, it elevates levels of HA by 6,000% in a 28-day period. So you can actually measure this in the bloodstream, and that's why it's been such a multi-patented, award-winning formula. And then there's another component, which is absolutely probably one of the most phenomenal aspects of this, is that we also have a study that shows that our product can inhibit the enzyme that's working to break down the HA in your skin and in your body, basically. So it inhibits hyaluronidase. That's the enzyme that's breaking down HA. You have this counter effect. You have HA levels increasing, and you're also reducing the enzyme that's always constantly trying to break it down. And if you could start taking this at a younger age, then you can imagine how much younger you would look. Obviously, if you compared yourself on or off the product at the age of 40 or 50, the one that was taking the product would obviously have stronger, more agile, not just a quality of life, their joint health, but also much younger looking skin.
Now, what about if you're just starting this and you're a baby boomer and you've already seen a breakdown in your joints, you're not as active, but you want to be more active, but you got some pains in the morning, your body is changing. Can it go back and kind of, I guess, reverse? Is that the correct word to use?
Well, I think what it does is, and that's generally our audience. So baby boomers is a perfect audience for this product because most people, you kind of don't know what you take a lot of things for granted. So mainly you're walking around, you're moving around and everything's fine. And then the one day that you can't do it so much is when you're starting to look for alternatives. And unfortunately in our society, we have a very pharmaceutical based type of solution to most problems. Mm-hmm. And what this can do is it gives you a natural, safe, effective, no side effects type of a solution to help to reduce those discomfort levels once you already start to have that kind of discomfort. And our study showed that it actually reduced in 90% of the human subjects on the product, reduced their discomfort level by 40% within an 8-week period.
Wow, so within an 8-week period, you'll really see the results of this.
Yes.
What are some of the repetitive physical activities that cause a decrease in the collagen and HA in our joints and connective tissues?
So often there's two ways that we degrade our cartilage in our body or degenerate, our connective tissue health. One is through the natural aging process, which we just talked about. The second is by overusing these joints in a way that our bodies weren't necessarily designed to do. So often you see athletes have early onset of joint problems because they're overusing their joints in an extreme fashion. And so the more and more you wear and tear on your joints, whether it's your shoulders, your hips, your knees, you're going to degrade that cartilage. And by taking the products, you can actually help to regenerate and stimulate the cells that are making or the building blocks of that cartilage and connective tissue.
So this is really great for athletes as well, the sport.
Absolutely, yes. And what we did here, we've made 3 different formulas out of this, and we just introduced the latter of the 2. What we did was we combined our active ingredient with other ingredients as well to really target those specific conditions or the intended use of the consumer. So one is sport, and that has the active ingredient combined with the power of branched-chain amino acids, L-carnitine, rhodiola, and astragalus extracts, as well as a number of 9 different antioxidant polyphenol-rich fruits as well. And then the skin product combines the power of the active ingredient along with ceramides and a number of other extracts and 14 different super fruits that provide antioxidants to give you sort of that sun protective component to counteract UV damage.
Right. For weight loss, if you've lost an extreme amount of weight and you're having the issues with saggy skin, does this at all help with that?
Absolutely. So there's what's happening to your body is that you have a lot of loose skin, for example, when you rapidly lose weight. And in fact, people that are slightly overweight look younger than people that have no body fat whatsoever. And that's because at least the fat composition in the skin is creating some suppleness there. And so when you lose that, your skin tends to look drier, it tends to sag a little bit more. With elevated levels of collagen and HA, you're really helping to be able to keep the integrity of the skin in place while the fat loss is occurring.
You've done a lot of research in this area. What's your background?
I grew up in the dietary supplement manufacturing industry. So this is my stomping grounds when I was a very young kid, involved in every aspect of formulating, product development, and manufacturing of supplements and skincare. So that's what my background is. I have a undergraduate degree from UC Berkeley. I have a dual MBA from Rice University. I also did some graduate work at Princeton. So I have mainly a business and a science background by the way of also kind of growing up in our family business, which was to manufacture dietary supplements and actually help to create a number of different brands that are out there in every different distribution channel and bring them to market. And also kind of elevating our relationship with our clients and being able to provide quality formulations that are really cutting edge technology in this industry. We have tens of thousands of people that are on auto ship with our flagship product, which was the first one that we introduced, Life. And that's the one that takes the active ingredient in combination with resveratrol and a number of different antioxidants as well, and really did well, especially in that baby boomer, anti-aging, holistic alternative medicine target market. And so it's been a lifesaver for a lot of people, so much so that people really need to be taking it sometimes to function in a healthy way in their lives.
Now, is this something where if you don't use it, you'll see the reverse effects?
The nice thing about this product is that it doesn't work on you in the way that, for example, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs do, which only mitigate pain. What we're doing is we're actually, and this is what our company slogan is, it's begin from within. So what we're trying to do is we're really going to the root cause of what is actually causing the discomfort or the wrinkling of the skin. And so when you're producing and synthesizing more collagen and HA, those kinds of effects will be long-term types of effects. And what you do want to do is take the product, continually take the product. When you stop taking the product, it's not like you're going to revert back to day one or day zero. You're going to make your connective tissue stronger every day that you're taking this product.
Well, this has been very informative. Thank you so much, Ozma. And thanks for educating us on the importance of collagen and HA in our skin so that we can continue to, like I'll call it, reverse the effects of aging like so many of us would love to do.